Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Tina from It's a Wonderful Plan. Today I am going to work on moving into my Erin Condren Daily Duo. This planner does start in July, and the Daily Duo actually comes in two separate planners. There's a one planner for 6 months and then a second for the remaining 6 months, because of course the planner is thick because it's a daily planner. Now I did choose the bouquet design here. If you'd like to see the full unboxing of everything that I got from the Bouquet collection, including a thorough flip through of the planner, I will go ahead and link that down below in the description. I just want to talk a little bit about what I have here. I did decide to upgrade the coil color and get the gold. That is an additional cost. Otherwise, it does come automatically with an aluminum color coil. But I thought I would try the gold color for this year because it does have some gold foil detailing in here. I'm going to kind of move it around a little bit. It might be hard for you to see because of the glare from the lighting. And then this box here, I also decided to get that personalized. So I have that in here. It says, Tina, you got this. I just really like that saying. So I decided to go ahead and put that on my planner on the cover there. All right, let's open it up here. Let's talk about a few of the things. I don't need to do a whole lot with my Daily Duo as far as like the preliminary setup. So to open it up, it does have this clear vellum piece here. There's no illustrations on this one for this year, but this page right here is really pretty. Daily Life Planner, July through December of this year, and this is my life. So I do need to put my name in here. However, I am waiting for some alphabet stickers, and I'm hoping to go ahead and use those to put my name in here. So I'm actually going to skip doing anything with this page for today. Now, as we turn it, we are now into like 6 boxes here, and then we're looking at calendar for the remainder of 2025 on this side. One thing that I really, really wish that Erin Condren would do is add in that page that the life planners, like the weekly life planners, offer. And it's a page after this one when you open it up and you see like the beautiful pattern that you have chosen. And you open it up and it's like this double page, beautiful like illustration of that pattern. And I really, really wish that they would bring that to us. And I don't know, since there are two planners, they could just do it like on the first one. I think that that would be great. I mean, I would personally be really appreciative of that because I think it's so pretty. And so that's just one of my little things that I wanted to comment on. So for today, I'm going to be working on my 12 boxes, very simply setting these up. And then I'm also going to be working on my calendar pages, which includes this calendar here. And then it says 2025, but then you flip it and it's got 2026 on this side. First things first, let's work on these 12 boxes. Now, these 12 boxes can be really set up in many different ways. I do go over a few different ideas for you. Or actually, I'm sorry, these are 6 boxes because the Daily Duo just has the one page with the 6 boxes. But in the regular life planners, when you open it up, you do have 12 boxes. On this side, 6, and then on this side, 6. But if you want to see some more ideas on how you can actually use these 12 boxes, then check out my other video that I have where I'm actually moving into another planner that I have. It's a weekly life planner. So I have a lot more details for setting up these boxes. So if you are looking for some ideas on what to put in these boxes, that's a really good one for you to watch. So I'll link that down for you below. Now I do have some Tombow pens here. I really like the Tombow brush because it has a really nice brush size and it really does fill in like the heading box pretty nicely. And I want to make all 6 of these boxes uniform. Now there is some slight color in each of these boxes that coordinates with the bouquet design. I'm fine with that. I just wanted to have like all of the boxes be the same. So now what I generally do is I like to have a little bit of a key here for my markers, and I use my Tombows very, very often. So I actually have a key already set up. So this one is 800, and this is the color for this one. But I do have to say this one's kind of drying out, so I don't think I'll be doing that one. And then the next one is 850, which is that one right there. And then 761. So I think I'm going to use 761. I think that that will give it like a nice pretty pop of color on this page here. I'm not going to do a whole lot of decorating really. This is going to be very, very functional setup video today. Probably bring in some of this like washi from the fan that they released this year. I want to check that out. But for the most part, this is just going to be very, very functional. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use this here. And I almost want to start from the bottom because I know like the first one, it's like your first pancake. It never really turns out exactly the way you want it, right? Okay, so I'm going to fill that in like that, and I am going to keep these boxes all the same. Okay, so that is it for these 6 boxes. I have them highlighted again just to add a little bit of color to the page. I don't need it to have like a lot of decoration on here, but I do like to have that little pop of color. And then I will use black ink to go ahead and fill these in. I think my plan for these boxes is to create some general list section for myself. So things that I need to get done by the end of the year, but not in any particular month. But they are still things that I would like to get done. So I'll probably create some categories here. Not quite sure how I want to do that just yet, but I just wanted to add in a little color for right now. Now this page right here, I'm going to close this back up. And the one thing is I always like to let any highlighters dry pretty nicely. They usually dry very quickly, so it's not that big of a deal. But again, it's better to have them dry nice for you than, chance smearing that up. Okay, so let's look at the calendar pages here. So I've got July through December of this year, and I have this little sticky note here with some notes on here because what I want to do is I want to go ahead and mark the days in here that are holidays, family birthdays, friends' birthdays, anniversaries, and then payday. So I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors that I would like to use on here. Now, I do have these stickers on the side. These are the multicolor square sticker pack. These are from Erin Condren, so they do come with this nice coloring in here. They actually released these like last year, but I know that the colors will match still with what we have going on this year. They're currently out of stock, so I don't know if they are intending on maybe updating the color palette for these. I really don't know. But then they also have these other ones here, which are metallic colors. There's like a rose gold, a silver, a gold, and then like a halo foil. And these are really, really cute. So this one's got like a more of like a circular type of design on it. Um, and I am going to be using the pastels because that's the one that's going to go the best with my bouquet. I actually have this sheet that I started with. So I'm going to use and work off of this sheets, but if I need to, I have this one here. So I think what did I say? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 colors. And there's quite a few to choose from. So I want to do the green for payday. Um, Let's see. I want them to be different enough so that way I can distinguish the difference because you could see that some of these are very close in the shading color. So why don't we do this? First off, you're going to need a tweezer unless you have really tiny fingers, and I don't have really tiny fingers. So definitely using a tweezer would be the best thing to do. So I definitely want to do a green for payday. So I'm going to put a key down here, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I want this to say key. And then, so this one is going to end up being, I'm going to use that color for payday. I have to look those dates up because those I don't have already, but, and then let's see, anniversaries. Let's do this like kind of fun purple here. Friends' birthdays. I guess I could do like the blush color. I don't know what you want to call this. It's kind of like a blush. Family birthdays and then holidays. Thinking I want to do holidays in this like beigey color. Might switch these up. And then I think I want to do friends' birthdays. I think in a blue. And then family birthdays in this purple. I switch this one out. This one is kind of bland. Maybe I'll bring in like that little blushy color. Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna put this here. I am gonna like write this in a lot nicer, but for now, I'm just gonna put my sticky note there. And then before I start filling the dates in, I want to use this washi fan. I thought this is really pretty. That's a really pretty like back on there. When I first looked at this, I didn't realize that these in here are like long strips. So I want to use the pink, and I thought it would be pretty just to like bring it in down here. Now it's not long enough to cover the actual like width of this page, but I'm going to just add to that. So let's put this down. Just trying to even the page up so I could see the edges nicely. So I'm going to have to connect another one here. That's pretty. And then I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to grab, because there's 3 of each pages here. So I think it will connect better if I grab this one. Here. Yeah. It's like a little overlap, but it's like that's where the pattern starts to repeat. Okay, I'm just going to trim. I'm going to trim this down. Yeah, I think that is pretty. Now, will this fit at the top? I don't think so. Yeah, that's too wide. But I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to continue this on this side. And let's see. I realize that I'm covering this up, but I also don't want to see that come through. So I'm going to actually cover that up with a whiteout. Okay. All right, that's just kind of like a little disclaimer. I think it has something to do with like if you uncoil the planner. I didn't even read it over. I should have read it. I should have read it over before I covered it up. So that was my mistake. But I believe that that's what that is. Like if you change the planner in any way and then you say that there's a problem with it, then you need to basically check the planner before you get it. Wow, it's really bright now that I see this. Oh, that's okay. All right, I'm being particular. I can get like really fixated on things and it's such a bad habit. Okay, I'm gonna grab the next one again because the pattern just seems to follow better. Like as far as like being able to overlap it and continue it on. Let's grab, whoops. Okay, now I'm not gonna need the whole sheet, or the whole piece, I should say. Now what's this? I have to straighten this out because this is actually overlapping off of the page and I don't want that because then every time I turn the page, I'm going to like be pulling up on that. Okay, that's better. Okay. All right, sometimes I just have to move my book in a better position so I could see it clear. Okay, so this one, I could just continue on here. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to grab my little stencil / ruler that we get with our planners and tear that off. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's just nice and simple. And I don't even know if I'm going to get to this one because, yeah, I probably won't now that I think about it. But I do like having the decoration on there because here's the thing. I'm not even going to be using this planner come January. I will be moving into the other planner. So I'm definitely not going to be doing these pages. I don't even know why I was thinking that I might do them. In actuality, that's like not even going to happen. Okay, so let's go back over here. Now I could add another border in here. That actually might be kind of pretty. If I did that, I have to move my key down a little bit, which I'm okay with that. Let's add in some more washi because I do have it. And then I could probably finish up one sheet here. And then I also have this one with the little asterisks, and that's really cute. Maybe I'll put that at the top. That's like running down the center. So let's see. So I want it to cover, yeah, I could just put it like right here. I like that. Okay, let me grab this one. Sometimes it's just kind of like figure it out as you go. And this one, has got like a weird, like the pattern doesn't quite match up, but I think it's fine. Okay, let's grab, there we go. All right. So I have that little tiny bit left. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to use this little strip because it's kind of cute, right? And why not? Let's decorate this page a little bit more. See, so this is kind of what happens, right? When you start with your stickers or washi and you have a plan, but then as things kind of move along, then you realize, well, I think I need a little something more. So that's what is happening here. I like the way that looks so much better to it. Just like feel like this looks a little bit more finished than just having that one little strip at the bottom. I like bordering my pages, like my functional pages like this. It just kind of like adds a nice little finishing touch. Sorry, I am spinning this all around. Hopefully I'm not making you dizzy. Okay. All right, and then, yeah, now I almost wish I used a little bit lighter one. Learn from my mistake type of lesson. Make sure that before you like use markers that you are happy with what you are doing, because in other words, like lay down the stickers and that type of thing first. I kind of I usually hold off. I probably should have like started. I was just trying to do it like in order, like of the pages, but honestly, lots of times I just like jump around because that's just the way it is when you're planning things out. You do need to jump around sometimes. And I have one strip left here, which will work right here. This one still looks like it's coming off the page ever so slightly. It's really annoying. I want it to be like even with the edge of the page, but again, it could get a little tricky because if it's actually coming up ever so slightly, like past the edge of the page, then you'll just constantly feel that when you are like turning the pages and coming to these pages. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, I like it. So I like that fan, that Worked out really nicely. Oh, you see what I mean? I wish I had something lighter there. I don't know how I could lighten that. I'm wondering if there's a way that I could lighten it. But what I was thinking about is I think I'm going to move these over, and I'm going to write on the side, I'm going to write vertically the word key. I think that that will look like a lot nicer down in here. So these little guys, you could see that these are pretty like functional. They're like nice and like you can move them around with ease if you need to, and then they still stick nicely. So yeah, I guess I'll just have to like live with that color being a little darker. I mean, in hindsight, I could have done the lighter shade. So, all right, well, that's that. I'm gonna move on. I'm not going to like stress on it about it or fixate on it because that is just going to lead nowhere good. All right, so now what I'm doing here is I am looking to the side. I have my iPad because like I said, I'm going to move this over here, and that way I have it to refer to, and I could fill in my days that I need to. Okay, we're going to just section it out and do holidays first. So I'm going to speed this up because this process is definitely going to be time consuming, but you can watch it like on a fast pace. All right, I went ahead and I put in all of my holidays, and quick fact, there are no holidays in August. Isn't that crazy? There is nothing going on in August. I find that so weird. And the only reason why I really know that, just like off the top of my head, is that August is my birth month. So, of course, I've realized that there's no holidays in August because I don't have to worry about planning anything around any holidays. August, of course, is like back to school month, but there's actual no holidays happening in August. So I always thought that that was so interesting. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to birthdays, which is this color, and it's family birthdays is what I'm moving on to here. Okay, the next thing is friends' birthdays, but I actually have to look that information up somewhere else. I don't have that available right now for myself to look at. So the next thing we're going to go to is going to be the anniversaries. And I don't have a whole lot here. All right, the next thing that I have to fill in are the paydays. So that's another thing that I need to look up because I don't have those dates on here. My husband, I like to put his pay dates on here because he has a new job and I don't have those available right now. So I'm going to have to look those up. And then I do have some friends' birthdays that I know that I have in here that I could easily add. Okay, now I need to write in my key. And I really like this dual tip black marker that we received with our Life Planner order. So I'm going to use this here. Okay, so I do have room over here. If I want to add any additional topics in here, I could definitely do that. There are some special days that I would like to note on here, but we'll see if I add those in later. I'm going to use the wider side, which they're calling the medium side, to write in the word key to the side here. Now that I look at it, I probably could have brought it in a little bit more, but that's okay. All right, so I do like the way that that turns out. I do have to fill in a few more dates in here. And then I also have room on this side. So if I want to add any additional like special dates to go ahead and like highlight them, then I have room to go ahead and do that as well. So that I really like the way that that looks. And I like that I use the washi at the top and the bottom there and like to kind of border things up. I wish I would have used a different highlighter on this side, but I've already done that. So I unfortunately can't really do anything else to fix that unless I like cut out stickers to put over that and cover that up. So we shall see. I don't know. I might change that up. I might change it out. Something for me to think about. But I do have this page really set the way that I want because I'm not really going to do anything with this but add in the categories in here. And then, of course, I have this page set up. And then I did add some more washi onto this page here. But like I said, I'm not going to be doing anything as far as marking these dates because I will not be using this calendar once I'm done with this planner. So I'm really not going to need that. July, I haven't set anything up for July just yet, but I did start working on some of my days in here, which I can share that with you a little bit because I do love to decorate my daily pages. So ending with like June 30th here and then going in to July 1st. So it's my brother's birthday. He has since passed, but we will still celebrate his birthday. So I will spend that time with my parents. We'll just order lunch and then we'll have some cake and just have like a nice memorial for his birthday. I haven't done anything with the following 2 days yet, but then I did decorate moving into the holiday weekend, the 4th. Holidays and weekends, I tend to cover up the times on here. I will still keep like a to-do list, and I don't really need the hours for the weekends or for holidays, so I will cover that up and do something usually a little bit more fun. So the stickers that I used here are from RONGRONG's holiday sticker book. So I used her 4th of July stickers, and then I did have some washi previously that I've had for quite some time, my holiday 4th of July washi. And then I did use on these pages, I did use It's My Birthday, her PET box set on here. Now I am an affiliate of both Erin Condren and of RONGRONG. So if you do decide to purchase anything, I greatly appreciate if you use my affiliate links, and you will find those down below in the description of this video. And if there is a discount that I have to offer you, then you will also find the code for that discount down there as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and you got some ideas to set up your own planner at the beginning here for your daily duo. And if you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post my videos and you don't miss any of my content. And drop me a comment down below. Are you a daily planner, or are you mostly just weekly, or do you just like to do like monthly planning with like maybe a notebook on the side? Because I have also done that before in the past. I personally love my daily duo. It works out perfectly for me. It gives me the exact amount of room that I need to add a little bit of decor onto the pages, but also keep it like super functional. So that is always my objective with these planners. I do have like a decorative journal that I will use, and that one is really just a creative outlet that I have for myself. And but my planners, I do like to decorate them, but I also like to keep them nice and functional. So I hope that you had a good time here with me today, and if you watch this video all the way through till the end, leave me a pink heart emoji. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.